In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Have you ever been to Raaey Wind Markaz, Tableeg Markaz Raaey Wind? I have been there 5 to 6 times. I have seen the things which are very, very different and a sort of unbelievable things as well. It is very vast, very vast. Although the annual congregation Ijtama cannot be held here, not sufficient for that. They have bought their own land, and big piece of land is there which belongs to them. And also, as for the Jood, one thing is called Jood. Jood mean all the people who have done 4 months in their lifetime, they can participate in the Jood. The Jood too cannot be held over there. All the rest of the things are being, managed, organized here in this Raven Marcus. It has several gates. Probably one or two are very common. The rest of them remains closed. And once I entered, only after few yards away from the that particular gate, there was a desk on the left side. Two people were sitting, and it was written Shobha Ijazat, mean permission. You have to go. You have to register yourself over there. Either it is Jamaat, returned, or coming, about to go, or have just returned, or the individuals, whoever they have to get themselves registered over there, and then they do enter the Tabligh Markaz. It is very vast indeed. Although there are huge number of people always present over there, always present over there. Even then, even then, you will find, you know, you will find it neat and clean. There is no garbage seen at all. The garbage, obviously, it is generated wherever the people are, but it is disposed of at the right place. You can't throw anything else anywhere else. And once I was there to know about my nephew was there, but I was unable to have a kind of telephonic contact. There was some sort of trouble. He was not having a phone, or maybe his battery was on the charging, and I was worried. I wanted to meet him. I asked a person inside the masjid. He was in the Shobha Khidmat, one of the volunteers. He didn't know it. He wanted to take me to the right spot where I could possibly get the information. I was carrying my shoes in the hands because obviously it was inside the masjid area, mosque inside. He tried to pick my shoes. I was so impressed really. I didn't though allow him. I said thanks a lot, sir. But they are so sincere and so humble, very impressive indeed. Everything else there in the Markaz is very, very impressive indeed. They say azan at the right time. Then the time of the prayer is not written. They do have to wait till most of the people, almost all of the people have made their ablution. Only then they start their prayer worship. And after the prayer, usually there is a bayan speech of any of their scholars. They don't tell the name of the speaker at all. Although there are thousands and thousands and thousands of listeners, sometimes Lakhs of, hundreds of thousands of listeners present over there. They don't disclose the name of the speaker. Maybe they are of the view that this way the speaker might feel, you know, proud, arrogant, that it is because of me. So they don't do that at all. And they don't want to tell the audience as well that Tableeg is dependent upon someone else, that Dawat Illallah is dependent upon someone else. They don't, they don't give us a sort of impression like this one. And then I have seen the chair. There are several, more than one bayans going on at the same time. There are two major places, one is the basement and one is the ground floor. There are at least two bayans, major, going on at the same time. And I have seen the chair upon which the speaker sits. It is not, not, there is no luxury in it at all, and it does not look very good at the same time. Nobody buys a furniture like that one for their drawing room. Nobody. It is so simple and not comfortable at all. I've seen one small desi type cushion on that chair as well. It is so simple. And then everything else is really strange and unbelievable, but it is very impressive. After the bayan, etc., they call some of the people, if at all they want to work, they want to be volunteer for 1 hour. Since there is always some sort of construction work going on here and there, people go there, pick these bricks from here and put it there, etc., etc., whatever. I don't know exact way. But the people work there for half an hour, for 1 hour, as much as you want to. And fewer people do that, but there are still reasonable number of people who are found, participating in that. Go to the washing area, there are several washing areas, and each of the washing area there is a place, there are cubicles, small rooms for the sake of defecation, urination, stanja, etc. Then there are, washing rooms, you can take a shower over there. Then there are, place for washing the clothes. It is, then there is a place for making the ablution. So people are found busy over there. So many people are found using it, but still it's very, very neat and very clean indeed, impressive. Then everything else, as I earlier said, was really, there is a department is Lukta, probably the name of it. They don't use the English names. They will be found using either the Urdu or the Arabic name. Lukta, probably. Mean if at all somebody has lost something else and couldn't be found, then they can go to the place Lukta. Lukta people are taking care of the things which people take to this spot. If at all you have noticed something else lying and no one is around, you will ask one, two, three people. They say, no, that's not mine. Then they will bring it to the point Lukta. Lukta will take care of it. The people go there, if at all they lose something else there, they will go to the place Lukta and they will ask, this I have lost this thing, and if at all it is still there with them, they will ask certain other questions. If it belong to that particular person, they will hand it over to him. And this is the place Lukta, and there are washrooms, there are several types of washroom. Then I have seen one big hall. There were several desks like a classroom and the headphones on the tables, although it was empty because it was a prayer time or what. Nobody was inside that. I started thinking that what will be going on here. Then I came to know, then I found that since there are always certain foreigners there, and these foreigners are kept at a separate place inside that Markaz. they have a separate food, they have a separate living, sleeping place, waking ablution, etc., etc. So every time there is a like I mean they know that there is a Jamaat, there is a person, there is a group who speaks French, and they will make an arrangement that every bayan is translated into the French. And if at all there are people who cannot understand Urdu and they can understand the English only, then the people who sit there, they will be translating the bayan into Urdu, into English or Spanish or whatever, Dutch or whatever. They are the translators. That was actually the translators' hall. I've seen this. Then there is an area for the food. Food area, there are several stalls. You can go and you can buy the things from there. You have to buy the token and then you have to buy the product you want to consume. The food is there, the tea is there, everything else is there. These people, there are several actually, and these people cannot bring the meat inside. You will think they are vegetarians. No, they are not. They eat the non-veg as well. So they can bring the cattle along with them. They will see whether it is healthy or not. First of all, then they will observe whether it is properly slaughtered or not. The two of these things. Then you can cook and you can sell it. It is a very simple arrangement over there. Very simple containers. You sit on the ground on the a sort of carpet which is used for the prayer, made of grass, etc. Then there is a place of tea. This tea, curd, and milk, etc. This is managed by the Markaz itself. That's a big hall in the basement. Go there, buy a token, pick a bowl, and you have to wash it yourself. After washing, go to the tea stall, to the milk or whatever you want to buy. Get it from there, consume it, and then you can return. You have to sit on the ground. There are no chairs at all. This is a this is a non-profit item, and the food, the milk you buy from there will be pure. Everything else is pure on the one hand, hygienic on the other hand. And then there is a langar khana. I don't know what is the name in their own in their own vocabulary, etc. There is a free food for 2 days, twice a day. Free food for twice a day. There are big roti plants. I have seen big two roti plants, and they are producing a lot of rotis at the same time. Then there is a then there is a vegetable, usually dal vegetable. It's very very simple, just to fill your stomach, but it is free of cost, and it is quite hygienic. It is quite clean. It is quite hygienic, and the things which are brought over here, these are very clean and very clean. And there is a big area upon which the Ijtima, the annual congregation is held. So they use it for agriculture as well. When once it is not used, volunteers are working over there, and so this all is consumed there in this langar khana. I don't know the exact name of it actually. So this is what I have observed there in the Raaey Wind Markaz. It is a place which is worth visiting. It should not be, I think so. It is something very, very, very unique. I believe that you will not be able to forget it at all. It is so important, so useful, so an eye opener. And from there, maybe the whole world is seeing the Jamaats coming and going. Every country, almost every country, sends Jamaats from every country come to the Raivan Markaz first, and then they are told the areas to work, the areas to go there, and then the Jamaats from Pakistan too, they go across the world as well. So this is what the Raivan Markaz is doing. It's good to be there. It's very very informative to be there. Thank you.